right, look. You got lucky with the chicken. It came out. It was good, golden brown, oil, seasoning.
Yes.
You got the lamb out. You cut it. Okay. So that's 4, right? 2 out of 4.
2 out of 4.
So now you had a fish. What you gonna do with this?
Same thing, man. Real simple. Oil, seasoning, and then we're gonna saute it. Medium heat. We're gonna saute it probably about 3 minutes on the back side, skin side. 3 to 5 minutes, depending on what we get on temp. And then we're gonna flip it over, and then we're gonna go ahead and blacken the top with some oil and blacken the top for another about 3 minutes and get it cooked through. What we shooting for, again, I like to keep things in that medium range for myself, so we're gonna keep it around about 140, 135 to 140 range is what I like in temp for my salmon. You know what I mean? Usually I'm on 135, but for wifey, I tend to push it up a little bit closer to 140. She get a little scared when that texture ain't all the way solid. Yeah, that's the goal, man. Nice and simple. So let's go ahead and get started.
So as you roll this up, I see you wearing the 24.
Yes.
Hat.
Yes.
Apron.
Yes.
Mitts. Seasoning. What is that?
So yeah, to me, the 24, it represents a lot of things, right? So this right here, what we're doing is we're talking about product development. You know what I mean? So the seasoning is one of the products that we're looking to develop for 24, right? But the bigger goal for 24 is we believe that, like myself, if you have creativity inside of you, you can take that creativity, hone it, and then be able to bring it to light where it can then benefit you in a financial way. You can start a business, and maybe give back and start a business in your community. You know what I mean? So you don't have to come from parents who started businesses. You don't have to come from a wealthy area. You don't have to come from anywhere other than where you're from to be able to be creative and create a business for yourself or create something for yourself that you could turn into a profitable business. And so I don't have any expertise in terms of cooking. I haven't gone to school for it, anything like that. Simply, I had a passion for barbecuing, and I wanted to buy a rub I was making ribs at one time. I wanted to buy a rub. Went to the grocery store, bought a rub, and I was watching the videos where all the chefs is covering their rubs to create the bark with the seasoning. So I just went ahead, the bottle said rub on it, covered all my ribs with this rub. Come to find out, the rub was like 90% salt. So when the ribs got done, they looked good, the color was nice, had the smoke rings, all that. I go to bite into it, and my body went in the shop almost, and I was just like, what the heck? When I turned the bottle around, first ingredient was salt. So what that did is just me being the creative person that I am, I went ahead and said, well, what's in this? And so I started doing research. I started looking at different things and different people on social media, different spices in the store, and I just learned what was in it and how to create a rub. And then I just started playing. So I would sit down on my free time, and after I bought about 60 different seasonings, and my wife still to this day, there's seasonings all over my kitchen. But I bought all those seasonings, and then I sat down one day and I just started pouring them into a bowl. And I ain't know what to call it. I think the first thing I made went on some chicken that I put on the grill. And I literally just took about 8 seasonings, and I had this method where I was like, my problem with the rub that I had was that it was too much salt, and that's all I tasted. So I came up with this way to start building rubs, and that was 1 tablespoon. Every rub that I did started with 1 tablespoon of everything in the beginning. And after I tasted, I then would decide what did I want to be the pronounced flavor out of the rub. So when I did this one, at first it was literally 1 tablespoon of the herbs all together, and then 1 tablespoon of the garlic, celery salt, and I realized that's not enough. I need the herbs to be more pronounced. So I took the herbs, and basically it's like a 5-to-1 ratio. The herbs and then the garlic and the salt. So garlic, salt, celery salt, all of that, it gets 1 tablespoon, when I was creating it. Everything else got 5. And that's where the herb blend got created. Simple as that. Straight off tablespoons.
And here we are. So 2400, right now, we're focused on, basically giving back and empowerment to our community. It's not necessarily, right now it looks like for us, we're starting with product development. We're trying to offer things like, we got a Spotify music channel that we're doing, and that's going to help empower people in their state of mind, get them thinking as entrepreneurs and people that can do whatever it is that you desire, whatever your creativities are. And then for us, we just building products. We taking swings, man. And every time that you support us and our product, that's going to help us support the community, because we're going to make sure that a percentage of all proceeds, anything that you buy off of this table that we display today, a percentage of that profit will go towards investing in somebody else in the community or something else in the community. So that's 24 to me, what that 2400 represents.
So you actually took an idea.
Yes, indeed.
And use your creativity to push a product, to push it out into a product.
Yes, 100%.
That's feeding people.
Mm-hmm. And empowering people.
And empowering people.
Because as a cook, somebody that don't love to cook, a lot of people are just intimidated because you don't know what to do. You don't know how much salt to put. You don't know how much pepper to put. But the beauty of this product is you can't really put too much, and you don't have to measure things. Just cover it. Olive oil, cover it, and cook it. And I guarantee you that you do that and you stick to those simple steps, your family is going to be like, dang, Dad, this is the best salmon I ever had. Or this is and as simple as that. So that's the other thing is, this, in a small way, is getting people who are intimidated to do something to take one small step in the kitchen, and maybe that somehow plants a seed to be like, all right, I made that salmon the other day and I can't make salmon at all, and it worked.
Right.
So maybe now I can start thinking about other things that I said I couldn't do. But once I tried it and had a little guidance through it, now I'm able to do it.
Just push down.
Just push down.
That's quite a story, man. It's definitely inspiring.
Yes, it is. So that's it, man.
So now you covering just the top.
Yeah. So we gonna do the sides. We gonna get it all in over here and because what we gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and sear the sides. We're gonna sear the top. We're gonna sear the sides, and we basically gonna do about 3 minutes on all 4 sides of these cuts of salmon. And you can I got little fillet cuts of salmon, in like strips here.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get a whole fillet. It works great on a whole fillet cut, big one for the family. Only difference is you might want to throw that in the oven a little harder to flip that big guy if you saute. When I saute, I like to do a couple, strip pieces when I'm doing my saute. As simple as that. And then we're going to get our pan all nice and oiled up, because remember, sauteing is basically a fry in a light oil. So, we're going to need that pan oiled up and hot before we even insert the salmon.
Now, you did say this was your first season. Is it in stores now? Is it possible to buy it?
Yes, it is.
Where can you get it?
Yes, it is. It's in stores now. So, along with all these products that we have, everything that you've seen represented on this table is available on 2400themovement.com. Go to 2400themovement.com. You can get the 2400 herb rub. You can get your product up here. You got t-shirts, hats, but everything allows us to continue being creative and also empower others to be creative inside of our communities. A chance to seize the opportunity.
So that's what the movement is. That's the movement part. It's not just one established thing that you're doing, but it's a movement. Is it a journey where others can follow and be a part?
Absolutely.
Or is it just representing you?
No.
Or representing 2400?
Yes, so that's exactly what it is. It's a movement that everybody can be a part of. And there's no exact way that you have to get involved. You know what I mean? You can get involved in multiple ways, right? Like you can just get involved by having a 2400 mindset, which is basically every day you're going to live your life and do for your community. right? And the idea of community is not always a place, right? The community can be a place, it can be a group of people that you have like commonalities with, you know, so you're doing right for your community, and whether that's the place you live at, or even as a father, if you're doing right as a father in a community of fathers, all of that type of stuff is what 2400 is about. And that's one way to be a part of the movement, by joining the conversation about the different communities that we all are a part of. So you follow us on social media, supporting other people. So if you're 2400 and you're a father and you want to do something for that father community, join our conversation and support us as fathers, and be able to kind of support the movements that we're doing if you agree with it, right? If you're a father that believes in community, come join 2400 the movement by getting involved in the conversation. You want to do more? You know, take the pledge. Come on and join us by taking the pledge and pledge to do something for your community that's going to help empower and better your community, you know, down for the long run. And then support the products if you want to go to the ultimate level. Support the products, buy something, you know, it helps us do more in the community.
So be the change.
Be the change, my friend. You, yourself, be the change. It's possible. If we all do it, we will see some significant change in all of our communities.
Man, you talking like that, that fish is gonna be dynamite with all that seasoning.
Yes, it is, right?
All right.
All right. Let's go to the stove here and we get the sauteing, folks.
All right.